In this lesson, we're going to be running some AWS CLI commands from an EC2 instance, and we're going to look at the best way to authenticate when we're trying to do that. So first, we're going to have to create an EC2 instance. So we're going to go to Instance, we'll go to Launch an Instance. Okay, on here, we're going to go Default AMI, we'll do Default Instance Type, put our key pair for login, select the existing, do my CCP security group, and then we'll just leave that. We don't need to do anything with the user details. Go ahead and launch that, view the instance. Now we're going to be looking at this instance right here. This is the one that we're going to be using. Let's go ahead and refresh it until it is ready to connect. Should take just a moment. It's still in pending. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and connect to it, and we're going to go to EC2 Instance Connect just because it's a little easier to do that with this. So because of the AWS CLI, it's installed on here, which we can double check that by going to AWS -- version. And we can see that which version of the AWS CLI is installed. So we should be able to run commands like things like AWS IAM list groups. So it's saying unable to locate credentials. You can configure credentials by running AWS configure. Well, okay, let's see what it wants. So when we go to AWS configure, it wants an AWS access key. Well, that's great. We can go ahead and generate one of those. Let's see what happens. So we go into here, we go into IAM. Okay, we go into our users. We have this non-priv user. We know that it has groups. It's still located in the IAM read group, so that's perfect for what we need. So we just go into here, we go into security credentials, and then we go ahead and go to access keys. And then we go to CLI. It says that it's not the best, and we're gonna learn a little bit about this, okay? So we can say, okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and go to this, create access keys, perfect. So now I have this, I'm gonna copy this. So go into Instance Connect and I copy. And then I go, oh, I just need a secret key. Perfect. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this. And then I'll paste this. It's going to be a long thing. Great. And then default region, I'll just go ahead and do that. Default output, we're fine. And then now we do this. We do IAM list groups. Cool. So now it shows that I can list this. So let me show you the problem that we have with this. So we can see the problem here. We're going to go ahead and type in CD and then a space, then the tilde /.aws. And then what we're going to do, so this just puts us in the .aws directory. Now we go ls to list the contents. Oh, we have to do that. Then we go to cat credentials. Now look at this. So this is the same access key and the secret access key stored in plain text that anybody who has access to this EC2 instance, now they can have access to that person's access keys. Remember, this is just like a username and password. So all of this, when we do AWS configure on an EC2 instance, this is a terrible way to authenticate because it just exposes your access keys to anybody who has access with this AWS. You see, it's just installed in plain text. So first things first, let's go ahead and go to these access keys. We're going to go to non-priv. We're going to go to security credentials. And first thing we want to do, now that those access keys are exposed, let's go ahead and delete these because these are not great to have this in there like that. So we're going to go to deactivate, and then we go to paste, and then go to there. And so what happens when we try to run a command again, go all the way up, IAM list groups, an error occurred when we do not have the ability. So basically it's saying that the security token that we're trying to use, it's invalid. Perfect. Okay, now let's try to do this the right way. So if we think back a little bit from IAM, we remember that in order to grant something like an EC2 instance temporary credentials, so that way that they can access resources and do commands within AWS, the right way to do that is with a role. And one of the reasons is that having access keys, they can be kind of sketchy sometimes, and they get saved in things like plain text, and they just cause issues. So that's one of the reasons why we don't like to use access keys for something like this, and certainly never within an EC2 instance. So let's go ahead and go into IAM. We go to roles. We're going to go to create role. We're going to do one for an AWS service. Let's just call this. Oh, sorry. And then we go to EC2. Hit next. And then we go to this. We're going to go IAM read. IAM read only access. That's wonderful. So we go to next. We can just call this IAM read. Create role. Okay, wonderful. That role has been created. Now we go to EC2. Okay, so now what we want to do is go to our instance here. We're going to go ahead and just terminate this so we can kind of see how to do it the right way from the very start. So we terminate it, and now we're going to go to launch instance right here. We're going to go ahead and leave all this default. We're going to leave this here. We're going to leave this default. We're going to select our key pair. Going to select this down here, our correct security group. Then now look what we do down here. We go to advanced details and we select our IAM instance profile. So instead of this role system manager, which we used before, we're going to use IAM read. Then that applies that role from the get-go. So now we launch this. Great. Now we view all instance. Now we go ahead and open this one up. It should take just a moment, then we should be able to connect to it. And just so we don't confuse ourselves, we'll close this old one. And while we're waiting for it to come up, we can see the security here. We can see that it has the role IAM read. Great. Okay. Perfect. Now we can connect. Go to Instance Connect. And now look at this. So we go IAM, AWS IAM, and then we'll do list-groups. And if we did something like unattach the role from this EC2 instance, or if we went into IAM and took the policy out of that role, so that way that role had nothing connected to it, either one of those would make it fail whenever we try to run this AWS IAM list groups command. So we can't do anything like create a new group or anything like that because we only have read-only access, and that's what that role grants us. So this does not store any sort of access key in plain text, which is why it is absolutely the preferred method when we're authenticating while using an EC2 instance. Okay, let's remember to go in after ourselves. We're going to go into instances. We're going to find this one instance, and we're going to go ahead and terminate it. That way we don't go past the free tier. We're going to go ahead and terminate that. And great, that should be it. All right, this wraps up the access keys versus roles on EC2 demonstration. Now we're going to move on and build a web server on AWS.